out for us?
Well, it's beautiful. It brings the oasis alive.
Yeah. I like to think about it like making a friend, your first friend in school. You're just like, you want to be my friend? And that letter is now your friend. Oh, quite the claims. You'll become richer, better, more beautiful. And of course, richer and better in learning and warmth. All right. What next can we do on our list or our menu?
What's the body about?
Well, two parts. The body, part one, is we collectively see how many body parts we can name in Yiddish. The body part two is an exercise that tries to match a body part with its function.
Okay.
Like,
sounds interesting.
Anyone feeling drawn to one or the other?
Both.
All right, I'm hearing both. Let's start with the body part two. Everyone,
And Fuss.
So here's the idea. Every slide shall have a body part. In this case, we're looking at the oiren.
The ears.
There's already a typo. The oiren, not oyers.
Right.
The oiren. Pardon me. So you're going to ask yourself, what do my ears do? Was tut es? What does it do?
Yeah.
And there's three options, and one will be correct, and the other me est mit die Euren.
Nine.
No.
Me hert mit die Euren.
Ja, me hert.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, hear me out. Me schreibt mit die Euren.
Nine.
All right, so we get the assignment. All of
Is right.
Collective. Die Eugen. Was tut es die Eugen?
Eyes.
Gazette.
That
Me läuft nicht mit die Eugen.
Nine.
name.
Me est.
Nine.
Nine.
Okay, yeah, you see. So running, läufen, essen, eating, then
Mezait.
mezet. Das Moil. Was tut es the Moil? Negate?
Nine.
Me stuft?
Nine.
Meret.
Ja.
Okay, you talk with your mouth. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Die Hand. Was tut es die Hand?
Schreibt.
Alle Maskim? Alle seinen?
Yeah.
Ja, man schreibt.
Schreibt mit die Hand. Yeah. You don't kiss with the hands or smell with the hands.
Pusht. Schmeckt. No.
Was tut es the Fies?
Walk.
A life.
Life.
Me läuft.
Life.
Me läuft. Me
Läuft is
You
running.
Run with your feet. Cooking, me kocht. No. All right. Us and our noses. Die Nose. Was tut die Nose?
Me schmeckt.
Me schmeckt. And some people meret. You kind of hear how they talk about it. Okay. And some people.
Schwaft.
Okay. Kroppen. Snoring. Kroppen. Okay. All right. Die Lippen. Was tut mit die Lippen?
Me kan redden mit den Lippen.
Mit die Lippen? Oh, was noch kennen mit ihnen? Mit den Lippen. What else can you do with
Me
them?
kan essen.
Essen.
Essen. Ja.
Fazier. Me kan fazier.
Cushion.
Take.
Cushion.
Kiss.
Cushion. Mit Cushion.
Schreien.
You can yell.
Zugen Tefilus.
What's the right answer there?
In this case, the
Meret.
right answer is meret, because you can't walk with your lips or dance with your lips.
Yeah, tanzt is dance.
Metanz mit die Lippen.
Nine.
All right. Modern dance. Was tut men mit die Lungen?
Beeteme.
Take, yo. You breathe. You don't metracht. You think. You
Think.
think with your lungs. You eat
First
with
one.
your lungs, or you me'atem. You breathe.
How do you pronounce it?
Me'atem.
Autumn.
I say atem. All right, whatever.
Whatever the bubby said, that's what you should say. Okay. Well, I think we have the finger, plural and singular. Was tut es die finger?
Me schläft, me weiß, me trinkt.
What
What is
Mavaz.
Weisen?
Nice.
This is my Weis finger.
Oh, okay.
My showing, to show, my showing finger.
Oh.
So
Me
Weis.
Me
Mavaz.
kan houden etwas mit dem Finger.
Take emes. Can men drink in a glass of tea with the finger arup? Okay. I think there's one more body part. Die Zehen. Was tut es die Zehen?
Me est.
Take?
What is it?
Mit ze kite in Essene.
The kai and you chew or you
You
bite.
Ze bissen.
It's a bisschen. Yeah. Azoi breit is the Yiddish Sprach. All right. I think that was the body part 2. Good job, everyone.
A dank.
Extra credit for everyone. Okay. So what looks good next?
Days of the week.
Days of the week with details.
Okay.
So I recently learned some new information about the days of the week that startled me.
Sharing his.
And the way
screen.
it translated into Yiddish
Right
was
now,
quite
we don't
nice as
wanna
well.
Show him because it covers up the screen.
So Zuntik, some of it's kind of obvious and some of it's kind of interesting or never thought of. Zuntik is Sunday, and it's sort of written in there Zun. You know,
Fun.
and pretty much every day of the week, except Wednesday. Wednesday is still a mystery to us, has something to do with some kind of god or deity. Something to do. So Zuntik, obviously the sun, people like to, and then Garfield's favorite day.
Montik. Montik.
Yeah, and Mon, old-timey word for moon.
Correct.
It's not, Levana Tog, in Hebrew. But yeah, we have the sun and the moon.
But Livuno
Jews, we
means
are a
moon
moon
too.
people. Some people are sun. So then what is the next day? It's Tuesday.
Dienstag.
Dienstag.
And dienen is to serve in like a sort of God type of way, like a religious kind of a serve.
It's not
So this is
Tuesday.
Tuesday. We're on Tuesday so far.
Oh, okay.
I'll gladly pay you Dienstag for a hamburger today. What day was the hamburger? Anyway.
Tuesday. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Dienstag.
Ich will gern Batzolen Dienstag or hamburger Heint. Okay. Mittwoch, we don't know. Still a bit of a mystery.
Mittwoch. Wednesday.
Midweek. Sounds good.
Like mittendrinnen.
In the,
Soy wie mittendrinnen. Mit.
yeah.
They're in it.
But I can't find any like cool etymology like with Mittwoch so far. Still, but then you get to Donnerstag, and Dunner in Jewish is thunder, and Thursday and thunder has to do with, I think it's Norwegian. The thunder god Thor, superhero, god type character. Thor all have to do with thunder. And then I find this really interesting because I never knew about this type of stuff. Freitag has all to do with this Norse feminine deity named Freya. And just like in a lot of Germanic languages, the word, for woman is some derivative of the word Frau. In Jewish, Frau, Fru, Frau, Frau. So, and here's the feminine deity day of Friday.
In German, frei means free.
Right.
Yeah.
Frei.
But this day is referencing this god or goddess type of attention. So how do you say Saturday? Saturday is Shabbos.
Others.
And Shabbos is the seventh day, no surprise, and Sheva in Hebrew. So we get 7. But think of how many other languages, especially European languages, use some form of, the 7 for their Saturday. Think of Svoboda, Sabado, Al-Sabad. So many languages take this notion of, seventh day and just call that
How do you say it?
Saturday.
Lunch. Saturday.
So, and, for us, for Jews, Shabbos is Shabbos, but we also remember it's Saturday.
Dimanche.
So we have Freitag by Nacht, and that's lighting candles, spending time with your family, relaxing at home, the whole deal. And then Shabbos is Saturday. And when Shabbos is over, there's Motzi Shabbos, Shabbos by Nacht, after Shabbos. But we're really just saying Sieben. It's the 7th day. I thought it was sort of very interesting how every day of the week had something to do with some sort of, polytheistic deity, thing. From the sun to the moon to the thunder, and then to just simple Shabbos. All right. What looks good to everyone that we haven't done yet?
Was bringt man?
Was bringt man? What do you bring? All right. So a collective game. We need everyone's participation. So what do you bring? Was bringt man? You're invited auf a Lagerfeuer. You're invited auf a Lagerfeuer.
Vampire.
Was bringt man? What are we bringing?
Ich kann bringen Fleisch zu essen.
A Fleisch zu essen, okay. A fleischige Lagerfeuer, sehr gut.
Verwusst nicht.
Von was nicht? Noch ein Satz. Noch ein Sack. What else we bringing?
Wir können bringen Bromfen.
Okay, Bronfin. Was heißt Bronfin für alle men?
A Gläsel Wein.
Okay. Whiskey.
Isn't
Have you ever
Bronx-
heard the story about the word Bronfin?
No.
Name.
That, pretend you're drunk and you're trying to say the word brown and wine. And that's how it comes out. It could just a fun story, but I think it's a family name also or something in Canada.
yeah. Yeah.
It is.
Canada.
Yeah.
Von
I
Canada.
imagine you're trying to say
The
brown.
Bronfmans.
Okay, so yeah.
So what is
Fight,
it bring?
Bringen Kugel.
Kugel. Bronfin is whiskey or bourbon. I don't know the difference. Liquor.
Schnaps.
Schnapps. Mashke. It all means
Mashka is a Polish word.
What's
Mashke
Mashka
is
mean?
also usually it means whiskey, any type of hard alcohol. And I think it comes from the word mash.
Yeah.
Because all that stuff is mashed up, right? And they call it a. Okay, so we're gonna have a really drunken time with meat and kugel.
Wir können bringen a Lempel.
A lemp. A dunk. Someone with some seichel brought a lempel.
A light.
A light, a lamp. If everyone's going to be drinking by the fire, roasting meat, it's a sakona. It's
Don't
dangerous.
forget Manischewitz.
Okay. Menashevitz.
The par.
No, pave.
A sweater. A sweater.
A sweater. Hoodie, as we say in English. What's not?
Marshmallows.
All right.
Man darf zu trugen gummene Schier.
Oh, Stiefel, Gummistiefel.
Nee, Gumina Sheer. Tennis
What's this?
shoes.
Tennis shoes. Oh,
Gumina Sheer.
wow. When the students teach the teacher, Hashem is in the room. Dank. All right. Was bringt men euch a simcha? Different things. Not just
Matoma, a matana.
a matana, a gift.
Oh, yeah.
Was noch?
A present.
A present.
That's a matana.
Yeah. Just don't say gift. What is gift in Jewish?
Matone.
A gift is something poisonous.
Oy vey.
Oh,
So it's a false friend in English. So let's say a present, but say it like a Jew. Present.
Ah,
What's noch? Okay, that kind of party. What's not?
Essen,
Essen. Tanzen Schiech.
was,
Tanzen Schiech. Dancing shoes.
Dancing shoes.
Me can tanzen in Sockene.
Danke. Was bringt man in Schule? Was bringt man in Schule?
Talit.
Talit.
Sitter.
A siddur.
Kippah. A yarmulke.
Yarmulke.
Yourself.
Sich allein. Die Mishpoche. Efsher, maybe.
Me can bringen a friend.
A Freund, a Chaver.
Kleine Kinder.
Und die Kinder.
Gefüllen.
I really loved going to shul when I was a kid. Yep. Just kidding. Just kidding. Ask
Just
the pen.
kidding.
All right. Last one. Was bringt man in a class?
Machberet. Machberet.
Biegen.
Bicher?
Biegen. Books.
Bicher. Take. What was the first thing someone said?
Machberet.
Teacher.
a blyer,
Oh, a blyer.
extra,
A pencil.
Iparon.
A bly means lead.
Oh.
other, a feather,
A feather.
A pen.
Ja.
Zegel.
Zeichel.
Zegel.
Oh,
A bissel zegel. A
A
rucksack.
Hef.
A
A
heft.
hef.
Ja.
A boer.
A Buch.
Your glasses.
yeah, I was
Brilliant.
thinking that, except I couldn't remember how to say it.
Brillen.
Me darf zu
Zegel.
haben Kinder.
Kinder.
Ja. Man darf oben a Lehrer. Or a Lehrerke.
Yeah,
On kein Kinder, on kein Class. All right.
Computer.
A now, of course, wie sagt man Chromebook auf Yiddish? Geh weiß. Okay.
Laptop.
All right. I'm so glad that I was not having any of that stuff in school. My God. All right. What looks good for an activity?
Names of Yiddish.
All right. Names of Yiddish. So we call the language Yiddish. And Yiddish, we know, means Jewish. So over the past several thousand years or so, there's been lots of names for this language. And all of these, I have to share something different now. All of these come from a book that's called The Oitzer von der Jiddischer Sprach, The Treasures of the Yiddish Language. And think of it as like a thesaurus that's like been working out for many years. And it's all into categories. And I found some really interesting names for Yiddish.
I'm
So I'll make it so big that it is as big as it can be. Yiddish, Yiddish Teich.
Yiddishkeit.
So what does teich mean? Does anyone have this word close to you?
Translation.
Meaning?
That's a teich. A
Oh,
teich.
that's a tyke. That was close.
Too much phlegm.
Meaning?
Yeah. Tight, yeah. Meaning, interpretation. Some people like to say it means translation, but I like to call it interpretation. So what does teich sound like as maybe a language or a country or a people?
Deutsch.
Heichland?
Exactly. So like teich is sort of like, imagine if English was a noun. And I need you to like, could you English that for me so I can understand? That, Yiddish was just a way for us to understand and interpret the world that we lived in. So a Yiddish teich, a Jewish interpretation. Also, Ivri teich, Ivri, Jews. A couple other interesting ones is Loshen Ashkenaz, the language of Ashkenaz.
And Mama Loshen?
Of course, there's Mama Loshen. And Loshen is just an older Hebrew word that means tongue. Nowadays, I think in Israeli, they use the word shefa, which sort of means lip or mouth. Shefa for language. But Ashkenaz, our ancestral European homeland.
And would tongue be the
Sometimes
same
just
way
calling
if
it-
would tongue be the same way if you were ordering it in a deli?
No, then you just say tsung.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because this Loshen doesn't talk. That's
You hope. You hope.
it's so fresh. Another fun Hebrewism, Loshenenu, which anyone, if you have a little Hebrew in you, that
Our.
nu is unser, is our language. Loshenenu. This is our tongue. Nash yazuk, I guess in Russian. Ivri-ish, that's, Hebrew-ish. A couple other good ones.
Jargon.
A funnier name for it, Lokshin Koidish, the holy noodle. Instead of Loshin Koidish, we have Lokshin Koidish. Very good. Another name where it has been called was just jargon. That was a popular name in the 19th century, which is a French term, jargon, which is like saying, oh, we don't have a real language. It's just a bunch of this and that. And, any other good ones? Loshin Kanan.
I see Aramaish.
Yeah, Aramaic. Loshin Kanan, the language of the Canaanites, which conquered them, I guess. And now there's Goyish languages, non-Jewish languages. Goyish, just any non-Jewish language is Goyish. Or Loshin Nachari, foreign language, foreign tongue. Russisch is just like in English, you say you might as well be speaking Greek. I don't understand. So Russian is the Goyish, the foreign language. Loshon Yevon. I think Yevon is Hebrew for Greek. Oh, it's like you're speaking Greek. Yevonish. I don't understand. So there's been a lot of names for the language. Targum Loshin, Targum Sprach. Targum is translate. So we're speaking a translated language, Yiddish. We're speaking an interpreted language. And all of these terms have been used, to either bolster or crap on Yiddish, depending on the social norms of the time that were either very pro or very not so enthused for Yiddish, or God forbid, embarrassed for Yiddish. So anyone else that I probably left some out? Anyone else have a good name for Yiddish? And then there's Judeo-English. There's Orthodox Judeo-English. There's Yeshivish, which is the language of the yeshiva, which is mostly a male language, a sociolect, if you will. Anyways, people have called our language a lot of things, and now I sometimes just like to say when I'm speaking English to say, oh, yes, I speak Jewish. Oh, in Jewish we say this. Yiddish means Jewish. And Loshin Ashkenaz is also a nice one. Anyway, what else looks good for us on the menu?
The sentence game.
The sentence game I'm hearing. All right.
So would we say that the Satzspiel?
Satzspiel, Wörterspiel, whatever yes. Satz. So the idea of this game, let me find the beginning, is you have 4 words. Your invitation, make a Yiddish sentence using at least 3 of them. And it says bonus points for absurdity. The sentence doesn't need to be, anything grand.
Zoals sie wachsen wie het sibbel met een kop van dreer en de vies rond.
Dank.
Nachamo? No, I didn't hear it. Could you repeat it?
I think I just got roasted. That I should grow like an onion if my head down in the dirt, my feet should be.
That's about all I can say.
All right. And you say it beautifully.
Ich gleich zu essen Brot mit Tee in Eretz Yisrael.
Ooh, Shkoya. Shkoya. That's the assignment. 3 out of 4. Who would like to try with these?
Ich fahr mit der Bahn kein Deutschland und ich nutze meine Hände zu essen ein bisschen Lokschen.
That is just all right. Weird visuals. All right. Who would like this one?
Essen auf den Tisch, schlafen auf ein Bett, tanzen mit der Fuß und Schokolade auf Schuh.
All right. Extra credit. 4 sentences. Okay. All
Ich
right.
schlaf mit der Hiddel auf dem Kopf und Socken auf meine Fies.
Oof. Schwitzen Sie. Oof. Okay.
Ich essen and
Who would like
then schluft.
this combination? Klug.
Ich klug nicht narish. Smart but not foolish.
One more word.
Der Grinch ist sehr grün, nicht kein narischer, nor kein kluger.
Shkoya.
Ich grille Casina.
Karina Kuzina. All right. It's funny how colors have feelings, and just like in English, green can be inexperienced.
Yeah.
And also nauseous, but here it means inexperienced. All right. All these start with Gimel. Gel, Gelt, Gold, Gullus.
Ich hug Geld and gold. I wish.
Un.
Ich ga machen a gele Eier mit, und ich ga zu kaufen, dus mit Geld und Gold.
Skoja. Sehr schöner Dialekt.
A Dank.
Musik auf der Euren. All right. Mit Reish. A Reish Simcha. Haben wir.
Wir reden auf Rosh Hashanah in Russland
Skoja.
with a red, how do you say, a red huddle?
Hittel. A Reuter Hittel?
A Reuter Hittel, but it's not exactly making perfect sense.
Who cares? All right. Anyone else?
In Russland, nicht can celebrate Rosh Hashanah.
Me prav nicht Rosh Hashanah. Me trok the Reuter von. Have the red flag.
Mm.
Okay. And is there another? Oh. Kavestub, Yerushalayim, fish, guitar.
Kavashtu.
A coffee house.
Yeah. I figured, yeah.
Es ist freilich in Jerusalem auf a Schabbat zu Nacht, wenn man trinkt Kaffee in a, wenn man sitzt dort in a Kaffeestub und man isst euch a bissl Fisch.
Ooh, Motzi Shabbos, Gan Eden. I heard that coffee carts are all the rage now in Israel.
Ah,
That like every corner has like a coffee kiosk, and it's the new thing. But what do I know? All right. Oh, that's that. All right, let's go back to the menu, and we'll pick another activity. So far, we've done poem, done the body, part 2, days of the week, Brinkman, sentence game, names of Yiddish. So,
What about show and tell Yiddish style?
all right. So, anyone remember when you were in elementary school or whatever, you had show and tell? A familiar concept to everyone. I always used to bring my Pac-Man week after week after week. I said, David, bring something else. Anyways, so this is show and tell Yiddish style. So we've seen this word before a few times today already. Weisen, to show, and beschreiben, to describe. And you can even see the word schreiben in the word beschreiben, just as you can see the word scribe in describe. Isn't that fun? All right. So for show and tell today, I've brought you a train schedule from 1999. So Alamol at all times that there's no trains over the Williamsburg Bridge from Saturday, May 1st to October. So this is kind of special for a lot of reasons. Not, anything that's sort of New York City pre 9/11 is sort of special to me at least. And this is from 1999, sort of a completely different world almost. And it's in Yiddish for people that need this information in a language they understand. And we can zoom in on it. And it lets us know Es Zenin Nishto kein Trains. Aiber die Williamsburg Brick. There are no trains over the
Zaban.
Williamsburg Bridge.
B-A-N.
So I'll read the English, and then we can get a taste of the Yiddish. I didn't scan the English. But the New York City Department of Transportation is doing major reconstruction work on the subway approaches to the Williamsburg Bridge. This work requires a shutdown of the JMZ service across the bridge. All right, so we all speak English, we got what happens. But the first line of this is really kind of fun, that it reads, Die New York City Department of Transportatia. New York City Department of Transportation. Führt durch an ernsten Überbau Arbeit auf die Subway. Wegen das führt zu die Williamsburg Brücke. Die Arbeit verlangt man so abschlossen die MJZ-Bahnen über die Brücke. And now it's telling us a better thing to, a better route that says, Ihr bester andere Weg, your better other way. And then it's nice that there's a typo even on things of this nature. It says Läuf von die Zeiten.
Run.
But it should say Leut, according to the Times, that you're not running to the trains. Leut von die Zeiten is to nutzen and to use the A, C, and L trains. And then at the bottom, it's saying that there's a Via Zoe Fortman, I call it like a how-to travel Zeitung illustration that shows the best way to go to Manhattan. So just sort of a fun little piece of New York history, Jewish history, Yiddish history. Questions, complaints, controversial statements? You can see at the bottom it says Service Meldung, a service notice. So quite interesting stuff. So second, unless no one has any on this, my next show and tell piece also comes from New York. And just like every restaurant usually has in their washroom a sign that says something like all employees must wash hands before returning to work, something like that. So this is a similar notice that is being posted in a kosher restaurant or in a restaurant with a lot of Jewish workers or customers. And it says, wash die Hand, washing your hands. And we always remember, or we try to remember at least in Yiddish, that body parts, we don't say mine, dein, his, hers. We just use the article. And the rest, we assume that the body part is attached to you. So the first step of washing your hands is mach es nas.
Make it wet.
Make it wet. Then it calls for zeif. Soap. And then it takes it for granted that we don't need any pasiks under the yuds, and it's raib.
Pasik is a belt.
Rub your hands. Schwenk.
Rinse.
Yeah. Wisch op.
Wipe off.
Yeah. Vermach das Wasser.
Close the faucet.
Exactly. So I always like to say, like at home, I say, close the light. And my girlfriend always says, like, laughs at me or thinks, I don't know if it's a Jewish thing or a New York thing, but I say, close the light. It sounds just as good as. So close the water. And then the goyim, they're done. They can go and do whatever. but the Jew has 3 more steps. Gis up, and you can see the little 2-handed hand washing jug to pour out, wipe, winch off, and then finally zog. And it's super small, but what does it say to say? Asher Yotzer. Does anyone have any commentary on Asher Yotzer?
Name.
There's
Isn't
20
that just
some,
before
there's not 30
eating
of
bread?
Asher Yotzer. Asher Yotzer is the blessing that a Jew says after a successful trip to the toilet, thanking the Arabic, the Irish there, the Almighty, the Creator, Hashem, that everything worked. So that's why we have Asher Yotzer Papir, which in English you'll say toilet paper. And papir, totally Greek word. What's it doing in our language? Yeah, whether you believe this, whether you say this, if you go to the bathroom and there's no Asher Yotzer Papir, then you have a problem. And what's sort of funny about the language of Asher Yotzer refers to the holes in the body and the tubes in the body. Please don't quote me directly out of the Siddur, but it's like if any hole that's supposed to be open closes, you have a problem. If there's anything that's closed and opens, that's a problem. So that sort of covers the whole range of bodily functions. So as this sort of trickles down into Yiddish, and a lot of this comes into the language of children, where in English you say number 1, number 2. But as a Jewish kid, you may say loch, kleiner loch, or großer loch. Big hole, little hole. To describe when you need your mom's attention, your dad's attention, you say, I gotta, they'll say, I gotta make. The dad will say big or little. So, and it all comes down through that blessing of how our bodies function. And you really only notice when there's a problem with your body, especially when it comes to the bathroom. Otherwise, you generally don't pay that much attention. So it says down at the bottom, wasch die Hände, wash your hands, 20 Sekunds, 20 seconds, zu bestützen sich, to support, u dein Mishpoche, you and your family, von infexia, from infection. So the Jews, we love our hand washing before a bread meal and our benching after a bread meal. So score 1 for us for our hand washing. Not lacking on the hand washing. Jewish community. Questions?
Besser zu haben reine Hand wie schmutzige Hand.
Well, they soll eine reinige Hand, nicht schmutzig. Was ist deine Frage?
Ich habe nicht keine Frage.
Oh, okay. Schmutzige Hand, reinige Hand.
It's besser zu haben reine wie schmutzig.
Take. It's better to be clean than not so schmutzig. I think that word schmutzig is making its way into English. Slowly. Go ahead, no. All right. Do we have time for more activity? Let's do what don't you do. That'd be a good way to learn the opposite lessons of life. All right, where is it? So in Yiddish, we have a verb toren nit. And toren nit is like forbidden, or you dare not. or asur in Hebrew. So every page, every slide will have 3 choices. And it is up to you collectively to decide which is the one that metornishtin you just don't do.
I Schrei and fire in a kino theater.
Vos mentos?
Scream fire in a cinema.
Goya, you don't do that. No. The other things are tun alle die Heimarbeit gleich noch in Schule. What does this mean?
Do all the homework before you go to school.
Doing all your homework right after school.
Whenever you want to step
Right.
in, okay.
I'm gonna say.
This
if
was
you
never
wanna
me.
Say, I have to leave.
Okay.
Thank you. Then we can.
So, essen Fruchten und Grenzen jeden Tag. Eating fruits and vegetables every day. All right. So, I invite anyone want to give a read and take a guess which one metornishton.
Bitte, ich darf zu gehen, was
Oh.
ich will sagen, a Dank. Ich hat sehr lieb, was die tust.
Oh, a dank, is a machaya.
Sei gesund
meine
zu
Coffee.
allem.
Lashon Toiva. See you
Zu
later.
die euchet.
All right, Hevra. Was tun mir nicht? Our learning is slightly diminished now that we are one less. So,
Essen sushi was is sehr alt.
eating sushi that's quite old. Sein still in a bibliothek, to be quiet in a library. And waschen sich die Hand, wenn man esst, as we just saw. Washing your hands. Who would like this one?
Try bibliothek.
Bibliothek.
All right. Sagen bitte und a dank, saying please and thank you. And laying in a Buch in draußen, reading a book outside. Mwah, wonderful. But yeah, schreien in a bibliothek. All right. Was tormeniton do? Emmett lacht.
Giving tzedakah one time.
Allemaal.
All the time. All the time.
Kolsman. Oh.
Essen fish in an aeroplan.
Why not?
And who does that?
Why not?
It's like, how do it stinks.
Only if it's bad fish.
All right, my humor's a little dated here. All right. Was tormeniton? Singen auf a hecher cool in a subway. Sagen bitte una dank. Arois helfen a mensch.
Was is hecher cool?
Hecher is loud, and a call is your voice.
Oh, voice. Yeah, I'm used to saying call. Okay, yeah.
Okay. You think Aleph is
Hecher, like a higher voice.
Yeah.
Or high.
Singing in a loud voice.
Yeah.
Not that it stops people, but you know.
What does the second sentence mean?
Saying please and thank you.
Oh.
Sagen, to say. Bitte, one of our words for please. Un, a dank, and thank you.
Near tuin.
Yeah. Good zu tun. Good zu tun. Good to say. All right. Was tun man nicht?
Drinking.
Zogen gay in the to a fremder.
And what's the taich here?
Saying go to hell to a stranger.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, fremder is a stranger.
A stranger, a foreigner. Saying
Zogen gay in the red to a Freund. Efshe.
It's better to drink 8 Gläser Wasser and daven and Shachris. If these are your choices. All right. Sorry?
Never mind. No.
Oh,
I just like the translation if it's not too much.
drink 8 glasses of water in a day. Say screw you to a stranger. Pray Shachris, morning prayers in the morning.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Just go ahead. I think this might be the last one. Zogen Shalom Aleichem zu a Mensch. Sein breit unfreundlich. Schicken der Mammen a fish in post.
Send your mother a fish in the mail.
Sending your mother a fish and
By mail.
In
It's not going to work.
Man, I was really laughing it up when I wrote this one. Okay. Saying Shalom Aleichem to a person, totally okay. Being breit unfreundlich. Breit is warm, generous,
Happy.
welcoming, Hamish.
That's just good.
I think literally it just means broad,
Yeah.
but means all the good stuff, like a Rebbitzin. And freundlich. And then, yeah, you don't send your mother a fish in the mail. I don't even think you can. Questions, comments, controversial statements, wild accusations. Predictions for the future. All right. So to give our learning a place to land here on Earth, we like to have our 3-language minimum in traditional Ashkenaz, Yiddish, Hebrew, and now Aramaic. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevarach Olam Olmei Almaya. Let the great name be blessed forever throughout eternity. Umain. Thank you for coming, everyone. If you want to throw some gelt at Chicago Yivo, you are welcome to. But these programs are free and open to the Oilam, to the public. And I also should mention, or can mention, if anyone likes my style or wants to learn individually Yiddish in any capacity, I put my email address in the chat and you can write to me. And if you want the slides from what we did tonight, also write to me and I'll send you the recording, which is missing the first poem, unfortunately. But I'll send you the recording and all the slides should you want them. So I just leave my email address in the chat Kestel chat box. Oh,
Gleisen Dank, Avi.
Oh, Pajalsta, Amachaya. We should be doing this again September, I think September 28th, I believe. So everyone, Lashona Toiva, Kasevu, Zis Nayor. Can't believe it already, but I will see you all next year. Come back, tell your friends, come learn Yiddish, all the above.
Lots of fun.
Good Yontif. Thanks, Mom.
Lots
Thanks,
of
Dad,
fun.
for calling.
Thank you
or for
very
coming.
much.
Thank you for having me.
They're going to call me right away and say, honey, you were so good. We loved you so much.
That's right.
Thank you.
You just love Yiddish so much, David. Oh, okay.
All
We're
right.
very Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Good job.
Bye.
Bye.
Stay on.
Hello?
You left.
Hello?
Hello? Anyone there?
We're still here. About to sign off.
Okay. Thanks
Thank
for
you
coming.
so much. Thank you.
Oh, Shkoya, you're welcome. Oof.
You know, I need you do this one-on-one.
Yeah, if anyone wants to learn either literacy, conversation, phrases, just anything about Yiddish, I'm happy to, spend some time and talk about your goals or what you want to do.
Mm-hmm. And how do we get in touch with you? Just on the chat there?
I put my email address in there.
All right. All right. Well, I'll see what I can do because I have a sort of. Do you have a moment?
I got a moment. Sure.
Yeah. I had a very strange situation in my life. I'm 73 years old right now, and I don't speak Yiddish. But my father was a very famous Yiddish poet.
Oh.
And
who?
his name was Shlomo Schwartz, Selwyn Schwartz.
Shlomo Schwartz. Let me write it down.
Yeah, Shlomo Schwartz. And he was a very famous Yiddish poet. He wrote a number of books in poetry, well known in his circle. And the problem was that when I was younger, he was teaching me Yiddish, and then my Hebrew school teachers, because I went to Anshe Emet, said to my father that he should stop teaching me Yiddish because I was mixing up my Hebrew with my Yiddish.
Oh my God.
And there was and when I look back at it, it was probably one of the worst things that ever happened to me that could have happened, that I didn't continue on with Yiddish, because he listened to them, unfortunately, and I never learned to speak Yiddish. Wow. And I really feel badly about it, and that's why even now at 73, I wonder if I could still pick it up, because I'm fairly good at languages,
I don't see any reason why not.
Yeah, so I just don't know where to go.
Language.
I don't know where to go to learn,
Well, I would say let's set up a time to talk, and we can figure out what's the best thing to satisfy you, because you're thirsty, you're hungry for Yiddish, and you need to eat and you need to drink. So I guess let's set up some time and figure out what's the best way that you want to approach the language.
Okay, and the best way is just contacted you by email?
Yeah, my email is in the chat box.
Okay.
Or if you want to give me yours, if that's easier, if you want to write your email address in the chat box, I can do that too. But
yeah, I'm not very computer literate, so I don't know how to do that, but I can get yours from the chat box. My wife can help me.
Okay.
But I would like to try to learn. I mean, I think today's lesson, which was interesting to be set up by my sister for me, was a little bit hard. You know what I mean? For me to know all the words that people were talking. I don't have that vocabulary yet.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk, and we'll find a way to build a path for you to Yiddish, because you deserve it. It's yours.
Right. I appreciate it. So I'll get in touch with you.
Please do.
All right. Thank you very much for talking to me. I appreciate it.
Of course. Shkaya. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.